Source 5 hours ago updated 4 hours ago U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday threatened military intervention in Venezuela, a surprise escalation of Washington's response to Venezuela's political crisis that Caracas disparaged as craziness. Venezuela has appeared to slide toward a more volatile stage of unrest in recent days, with anti-government forces looting weapons from a military base after a new legislative body usurps the authority of the opposition-controlled Congress. The people are suffering and they are dying. We have many options for Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary, Trump told reporters in an impromptu question-and-answer session. The comments appeared to shock Caracas, with Venezuela's defense minister Vladimir Padrino calling the threat an act of craziness. The White House said Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro requested a phone call with Trump on Friday, which the White House appeared to spurn, saying in a statement that Trump would gladly speak to Venezuela's leader when democracy was restored in that country. Venezuela using excessive force. Venezuelan authorities have long said U.S. officials were planning an invasion. A former military general told Reuters earlier this year that some anti-aircraft missiles had been placed along the country's coast for precisely that eventuality. In Washington, the Pentagon said the U.S. military was ready to support efforts to protect U.S. citizens and America's national interests, but that insinuations by Caracas of a planned U.S. invasion were baseless. Trump's suggestion of possible military action came in a week when he has repeatedly threatened a military response if North Korea threatens the United States or its allies. Asked if U.S. forces would lead an operation in Venezuela, Trump declined to provide details. "We don't talk about it, but a military option is certainly something that we could pursue," he said. Senator Ben Sasse of Nebraska, a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, criticized Trump's new stance. "Congress obviously isn't authorizing war in Venezuela," he said in a statement. "Nicolas Maduro is a horrible human being, but Congress doesn't vote to spill Nebraskans' blood based on who the executive lashes out at today." Pro-government Venezuelans march around Capitol. The president's comments conjured up memories of gunboat diplomacy in Latin America during the 20th century, when the United States regarded its backyard neighbors to the south as underlings who it could easily intimidate through conspicuous displays of military power. Trump's more aggressive discourse could be an asset to Maduro by boosting his credibility as a national defender. "Maduro must be thrilled right now," said Mark Fierstein, who was a senior aide on Venezuela matters to former U.S. President Barack Obama. "It's hard to imagine a more damaging thing for Trump to say." The United States sanctioned Maduro and other Venezuelan officials in July after Maduro established a constituent assembly run by his Socialist Party loyalists and cracked down on opposition figures. The assembly's election drew international condemnation, and critics have said it removed any remaining checks on Maduro's power. Related